It's Tiny Bridge Malone back with another YouTube video. Today I just want to let y'all know why I haven't brought a lot of content today. I'm transparent about what I deal with. I woke up this morning and I didn't get, well, actually I didn't wake up till 1 o'clock. I didn't go to bed till almost 3 o'clock, so I gotta get myself in bed at a decent hour. I've been staying up late. And, uh, So I gotta get myself back on a good sleeping routine, and I gotta eat right. I've only been eating once today. I gotta start eating more. So that means I think I'm gonna have to cut out coffee, and I really like coffee, but I got up this morning. I got up at 1 o'clock, and I got me a coffee, and I didn't, I didn't, I didn't eat anything afterwards. Um, and I smoked several cigarettes, but that's something I probably really need to cut back on. But I don't think that was really necessarily the issue fully, but the caffeine and my fingertips will felt like they was asleep, and I had to start praying in the spirit. I had to get up, and move around. I had to, I've been used to working. I got to take better care of myself. Obviously because I don't want to come out and just say it because I'm not trying to say anything bad over my life. So I just prayed in the spirit a lot, and I got up and moved around. And I felt, I felt different things, but I don't want to speak of it. Anyway, I'm doing fine now. I was able to sit down and carry on a conversation with my mom to get my mind off of it. Uh, Last night I was up late. I was trying to hook up my microphone, my pop filter, my boom arm, which I've got it hooked up. I showed y'all. I did upload a video where I showed you I had it. I'm trying to get my this Ableton Live Light DAW software. I'm trying to get it to where the audio IO. I'm gonna have to call Sweetwater to help me with this because it recognizes my mini controller, and but I don't know how to set up the audio IO. Like, I don't know how to go in here and set up to set up my audio interface. I don't think it's recognizing my interface. This is a brand new interface. So I don't know how to set up the audio IO. So I'm going to have to call Sweetwater. I'm probably going to try to do that tomorrow. If I get up at a decent hour. I've been putting that off. I've been procrastinating about doing that. I really need to do that. But I was able to get my boom arm, my microphone, and the pop filter, and the it is condenser microphone, so I had to hook up the shock mount. I had already bought a shock mount for it. I figured out how to do it because I'm always on my own trying to figure out stuff. Sometimes I feel like when I talk to y'all, I'm so transparent about my life. I don't really have a lot of friends. You know what I mean? Uh, I got one person I go to church with that she'll check up on me every now and then, but I don't have a lot of friends. So when I'm glad my mom was home for me to have somebody to talk to today, got my mind off of what seemed like an overwhelming situation, and I'm doing better. Went away, thank the Lord, and so I'm just I think I got a little I think I got a little aggravated last night because I was trying to figure out this audio IO, and I cannot do it by myself. I need to call Sweetwater to figure it out. I don't know if I have ASIO for all on my computer. That may be something that I have to upload on my computer. That may be something I need to do to get a better sound. I've never dealt with Ableton Live Light before. I've dealt with MPC Beats, but I don't know a whole lot about Ableton Live Light. I've read up on the internet where some people say it's an easier DAW software to use, Ableton Live versus MPC Beats. I'm sure once I get everything, all the glitches figured out and everything, and get my audio set up to where it will recognize my audio interface. I'm trying to get to the point where I can set up the audio IO with the in and the outs, the inputs, the in and the outs, and set the right audio interface that I have. This is a brand new audio interface, so there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. It's on, all the lights are showing, it's hooked up. Uh, So it is what it is, and so I'm just trying to do the best I can. Um, I try to be as transparent about my life as I am. I didn't go anywhere today. I didn't go down the road today. I don't have gas money to run up and down the road every day. I plan on going to church tomorrow evening because tomorrow's Wednesday. I haven't heard anything back from any jobs. I had those two interviews. I had to go through two interviews at Sonic, and I had that interview at Long John Silver's. I haven't heard back from any of those places. I'm trying not to worry about that because there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? All I can do is put applications in. Uh, I figured this is where I come to a hurdle I must overcome. I'm either going to find a job in the next 2 months or I'm probably just going to apply for disability. And things could change between that time and now, but I really need to get Benz. I'm sitting here at the house with not much money. I really need to get this doll software figured out. Get all this to get all the glitches out of it as far as trying to get this to recognize uh, my audio interface within the doll. And setting up the audio AIO, I've got to get that set up. It is recognized in my um, keyboard mini controller, but I can't hear anything with the mini controller I mean, because obviously, probably not because of the audio interface. So I got to try to get it to recognize that. There's got to be something I can go into to set up my audio interface within the doll to get it to recognize that. And it is, when I go into the doll, I do see that it's recognizing the mini keyboard. Because obviously that's why I got the Launch Key Audio Novation mini keyboard, because it is recognized with the Amble Live Light. So once I get that figured out, I'll have to call Sweetwater. I've tried so many times to do it myself. I can't do it myself. I get frustrated. I get aggravated. I have to walk away from it. I got a little frustrated last night trying to hook up this boom arm. There was no directions to how to hook it up, so I had to go online to look to see a tutorial video on YouTube to kind of get an idea on how to set it up. I had the microphone, the pop filter, and the shock mount. I didn't know how to hook that up. I'd never, so I finally figured it out. you know, Sometimes I get frustrated with things, especially with computers. I don't know a whole lot about computers, but I really get aggravated. Like yesterday, I was trying to figure out where do I go to log into my DAW software. I got really upset about that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, why is it so hard for me to log into this? And I finally figured out how to get it to. Let me show y'all. I was trying to figure out how to get this live, that's my Amble Live Light thing that I double click on, and it opens it up. And I was trying to figure out how to get that icon down there, and I figured out how to do that. I had to take me a couple of smoke breaks and walk away from it and come back, but as you can see, I've got my boom arm set up with my microphone and the pop filter, plus this. Matter of fact, I have no soundproofing in this room, so this microphone is probably going to be not distorted, but it's probably going to have a lot of background noises and stuff for the simple fact that there's no soundproofing on the walls. But, I got what I got, and with no job, I can't just buy soundproof stuff, and my mom wouldn't let me put up no soundproofing in here. But, yeah, this is my setup, y'all. And it is what it is. I got a lot of money in this stuff. This computer cost me $1,900. This monitor was $225. This was $20. This was $25. This was $106. This was $120. The microphone, the boom arm, and the shock mount, I had to buy separately because this microphone didn't come with the shock mount, so I bought the pop filter shock mount off Amazon. It was $25-$30. And I got the boom arm and the XLR cable that hooks in, and the female goes here and the male goes into the front of this audio interface, which I don't have it hooked up because I got to figure out how to do that all within the DAW. I got to figure out how to set up all this stuff within this DAW. And so yeah, I've got a lot of money in all this stuff here. And I got to learn how to use this DAW, but I got to get my audio interface to be recognized in here. So yep, it is what it is. But you figure, yeah, there's a lot of money sitting here, you know, because the microphone, the boom arm, and the shock mount and all that was probably at least 135, 40 bucks. Because I had to buy the shock mount and the pop filter off Amazon because the microphone didn't come with that, so. And I got this over here at Walmart, this light, for $15, so. Yeah, and the keyboard's not a wireless keyboard, but I have a wireless keyboard, but this keyboard here only cost me 20 bucks. And so, yeah, it is what you see here. There's a lot of money sitting here, really. There's over $3,000 worth of shit sitting here. Excuse my language, but yeah. Because the computer was $1,900, the monitor was $230, this was $120, this altogether was $140, that was $15, this was $20, that was $100, audio interface $106, headphones $160. Some of this stuff, most of this stuff before I moved back into my mom and dad's house I already had anyway, but the only new thing I bought was the audio interface, the mini keyboard, the microphone, and the boom arm, and that light, and I bought the headphones, obviously. And obviously I still gotta figure this out too, this Backup Plus Slim thing I gotta figure it out. It's an external hard drive, so yeah, there's many of different beats on here, but there's not really a whole lot of these. These are clips, I guess, where you come up here and you got all sounds, drums, instruments, audio effects, mini effects, modulators, plugins, clips, samples, grooves, tunings, and templates. And I'm just listening to the clips, but the sound that you're hearing is from the computer itself. I don't think it's really coming from the audio interface, even though I have the interface hooked up. But the best two clips that I like off of his, and I'm going to show y'all if I can go. The most favorite two clips that I like is this one here. It's an R&B special, 73 beats per minute, I guess. And I really like that sound, and I like this one here. These are my two favorite clips out of all of these clips, and I have not counted every single one of these clips, but these are the two favorite ones that I have like the sounds to. See, I don't really care for that. I mean, some of these are okay. This is like a reggae or something. Pop melody. Well, that ain't too bad. And then up in here, I guess you got your file, you got your edit, your create, playback, view, navigate, options, and help. Over here, it's got reverb, delay, main, and I don't know about all this stuff. You know, all this stuff I don't really know about, so it's something I'm gonna have to figure out, man. So it's something else I have to figure out, obviously. This has been a long video, so I'm gonna end it here, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Peace, love, y'all be blessed.